Good day to you. We're going to be today taking a look at the character sheet. We're going to be working on Wolfgang Weiger, and going to take a look at his sheet here. Of course, on the first page here are all the stats and all of this stuff. So to edit a stat, you just need to double click it, and you can change it to whatever. So set those up to match what your character sheet is. Wolfgang's not a very comely fellow, so we'll leave that at 9. You can also adjust all of these. Age is a special consideration because you set the year that your character was born, and what year your character was died if you're backfilling this. All of the other stuff here, you can also edit your current level, experience points, and needed. Set all of your skills. These, you just have to click on them. They'll open up. You can keep track of how many focus days you've put into that particular skill, and you can add notes. You can also remove that skill if the need should arise. Characteristics and traits, same thing. You can add them. That's just a free-form text field and a value. So his characteristic, kind of ugly. UGLY, ugly as all hell. And we can save that. All right, and if you want to take a look at it later on, you can just click on it, open it up. You can keep track of your current effects and contingencies right there. Saving throws, you can just double click to edit those as well. Set your armor class, hit, adjust. I should actually adjust that so that it automatically calculates that, but that's something else down the road. Adding a language. So Wolfgang here, what languages are missing? So Westron is in there. Volkithian. Wolfgang does apparently know some Volkithian here. So when you just go here, add a language, new language, Volkithian, click off, and it's added to the list. You can adjust your speak and your read write value and how many days you have in it. Now, moving on to the combat tab here, you can set your weapon skills. So if Wolfgang, his weapon skills, let's see what we have here. Yes, he does have fists, dagger, crossbow pistol. So I'm going to add crossbow pistol in here. And for that, let's say he's +2 to hit. Parry is 0. Damage dice is D6. And the plus is, we'll say 2 as well. You can also keep any notes about that as well. And there, it's in there now. We're gonna skip over this for a moment. You can set your dodge and your various other skills as well. Add any specialty moves that you have in there. Equipment, we can add any equipment. So here, Wolfgang has his +5 Ballistonian dagger, the Raven's Wing. So over here I can come in, select my Ballistonian dagger, automatically sets it's a dagger. So with a dagger I have +3, +0 to parry, and +3 to damage. So you'll note that under equipment, this is a +5 Ballistonian dagger. And with daggers, I'm +3 to hit and +3 to damage. So total of +8, +8. If there's any modifiers, if I've broken it, I can put -2 in there and -2 into there. Whoops. -2 into there as well. So now it's only +6 dagger. But of course, that beautiful dagger is not broken, so we're not going to put that in. So yes, under equipment here, when you add a weapon, It's going to ask you the name of your weapon, the plus hit, and plus the damage, and you can add any additional notes into there about your dagger, which is where I have all of my information about my Raven's Wing. Miscellaneous, I have my Thief's Toolkit. I've added that into there. I can add more miscellaneous items. I can add magic items. I can add any consumables that I've had. I can backpack is a free form field. You just write in what you have in your backpack there, and what you're wearing. You can freeform add that. Of course, you can also add your mounts and familiars here, so you give it a name and a freeform field to describe your familiar. For thief skills here, now when I'm going to backstab, I'm using my Ballistonian dagger, +5 to hit, +5 to damage type dagger, which is +3 to hit, +3 to damage. I'm going to backstab somebody who's level 10, and I want to do the multiplier of times 5, so I get a 71% chance to successfully backstab somebody times 5 at level 10, given that I am an 18th level thief. If I were a, say, 18, 17, 15th level thief, and over here I would have a 62% chance of success. Moving on to the Illusionists tab here for you wizards. So I'm just partially through adding everything for Wolfgang here. So I've already added all of his all of the scroll book of Wolfgang Weiger. I have 72 scrolls, more than any other wizard in the party, for your information. So, but I also have my Ochre Scrollbook. How do I add something to my Ochre Scrollbook? So, my Ochre Scrollbook has Ball of Fire, which is a 5th level Fire Elementalist spell. So what I do is I'm going to add a page here, select school, and I'm going to go with Fire Elementalism level 5. And in here, Ball of Fire. If I click this little eye here, it shows me everything, area of effect, just the wizard. Is that right? I don't know. Somebody may have to look into that. Casting time 5 segments, duration for 5 rounds, and it gives you a quick description of the spell just for your information. But now I'm going to add it. And what level was that when it was ripped out? The Ball of Fire was ripped out at level 15. So I'm going to say level 15 that was ripped out. Who or where did this page come from? I don't even know. I suspect it may have come from... No, it probably didn't come from Namor. Let's say it came from Chaddock. Chaddock Blue EYES. That doesn't tie it to Chaddock Blue Eyes as it might have if he had given it to me, but we'll just say that it was from him. Take your best guess. Some of you, most of these, you can just also add unknown. So I don't know where it necessarily came from, and now I'm adding that page. And it's going to grind away, and there it is, Ball of Fire. Now, I'm going to convert it to a scroll. Hey! Convert Ball of Fire to a scroll. Have you spent the required focus time? I have indeed. And I'm going to click Convert, and boom, now there it is in my book. Now I'm going to cast it or invoke it, and I'm going to be casting it at some enemies, and I click Invoke, and there. I can also funnel it, and it'll remove it from my list. So close. You'll note that Ball of Fire is now crossed out. Now if I have a wizard level change, I can come down here, click that, and it's going to reset. It's going to add 360 spell points to my current total. Set your maximum spell points to 360. Yep. I understand and wish to proceed. Confirm and confirm. And now it's reset. So now my spell points are 725 out of 360. But I should edit that back down to 360 because I don't actually have. Whoop. Oh, yeah. Okay. Just took a second to save. 360. Okay. So now, also in my list of spells as Wolfgang, I already have access in there. I have Arteval's Replacement. Now, Arteval's Replacement is... What level spell is that? Arteval's Replacement is a level 8 illusionist spell. Okay, so, yeah, okay. You have to be the right level. So level 16 I can pull up from the level 8 spells. So I'm going to add, it's an illusionist spell, select level 8, Arteval's Replacement, and I'm going to add the spell to my list, and boom, there it is. It has been added. And if I cast it, that will deduct 16 points from my spell pool. So I'm going to cast it. That's 16 points. There's your verbal, there's your somatic, and cast. And there we go. Your spell points are down to 344 now. So there we go. That's it. I also, if I have Arteval's Replacement here, I can also rip it, which will add it to my pages. And then when I convert my page, it will put it into my scroll book of Wolfgang Weiger because it knows that it came out of my personal spell book. And yeah, that's how that works for wizards. General quick overview. Now, I'll never be able to take Arteval's Replacement again. So if so actually, I wouldn't be able to take, say, Advanced Illusion, which is a 5th level spell ripped out of my book at level 12. So if I try to take Advanced Illusion again, so this is an illusion of level 5, we'll see that Advanced Illusion is not in the list available to me because I've already taken it and ripped it out. I cannot take that spell again. So it tracks what spells you've taken if you've ripped them out, and it will not allow you to retake them. So that's it for this evening. Thank you for your time, and we'll see you around.